Welcome to our homework lesson. So typically we start any walk animation as a side kind of walk cycle, but we're going to start with a walk forward so that you don't get bored. You know, me spending time drawing. We could easily achieve this with my predefined drawing here from Preston Blair's lessons from a long time ago. I've learned this like 30 years ago. Um, and we could just use some of the editing um, features in Grease Pencil where we could easily complete this without any drawing. And then you'll get the idea, you'll get the technique, and how we can kind of put this together. Okay. Remember, if you're in my class, you will be substituting this drawing with your character design. Remember, I did put some reference videos there and links where you can kind of simplify your character, but you designed it however you want. You have all the freedom. The suggestion is to the Plucky Squire video game style and the Cuphead style, so that you guys can concentrate on motion and not on tiny little details that your character has. But it's totally your call. So for this lesson, we will be animating first in twos. Okay. So in a way, that would be principles of animation of timing and pose to pose and straight ahead. So we'll be doing our pose to pose, and then the straight ahead will be the in-betweening part. That will be your job. Okay. So let me annotate this first. I'm going to turn off. I'm going to be in the. Let me rename this real quick. So that's our walk animation. So this is our walk animation right here. And then if I turn that off right there, and then this one will be our reference. Okay. The reason for that is we want the two separate so you don't see the flickering animation whenever we're not using the reference. Okay. So let's go to our walk reference right here, and then I'm going to annotate this. I'm also going to turn off the auto animation here in case I accidentally move my timeline and then I animate stuff. Remember, you don't need to change any of this stuff right here. You can leave that alone, but I'm going to turn it on mine. Okay, so I'm going to annotate this. Annotation is exactly what it is, and we have that in Grease Pencil where I could kind of lay out the drawing right here in the lesson. Okay, so we're animating in twos for our timing. So the timing would be, this is on frame 1. Okay, so we're animating in 2, so we'll be in frame 3. I'm pressing my button right here. Let me click undo. It's getting canceled. This will be in frame 5. This will be frame 7. And as you can see, you probably will notice here, if we take a look at our animation first. So that's the starting position. Left foot is forward. So this is left foot. Okay. And now it's flat on the ground. It's this is the passing position. Okay. And then finally the toe bend at the end for the left foot. For the right foot, on frame 1, it's in the back. And frame 3, our second position, it's lifted already. Frame 5, it's highest position, and then but it's still in the back, and then right here it's in the front, and hence the perspective shot. Okay, so we have 4 positions. So the 9th frame right here is simply frame 1 but lift. Okay, the right arm now is here, and as you can see, that's the left arm. Okay, and this one right here is frame 3 flipped. Okay, this is frame 5. Okay, and then this is frame 7. All right, we don't have frame 17 right here, because frame 17 then would be frame 1 starting over. So this one will travel right here, and the process repeats, hence you have a cycle. So if we play the animation at the bottom right here, There you go. So I'm on frame 60 now, and it kept going and going and going because we kind of duplicated that. We can also cycle this where it will repeat it. Okay. When we cycle it, then we don't have to worry about copying frames. But let's do traditional stuff first, where we're just putting things in the timeline and then making it so. All right. So let's concentrate first on up to frame 7. Okay. I'm sorry, up to frame 15 right here. Okay, so I'm going to change my timeline to 1 to 15. Okay, our grease pencil or dope sheet. Okay, and then I'm going to scroll my mouse. Let me turn on my screencast here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to middle click, drag, and then scroll the mouse. I just want to see 1 to 15. And then you want to do this so you can concentrate on the action that you're doing instead of seeing the entire length of your animation. It gets convoluted. Okay, so opposite would be the left arm would be in the back. I mean, obviously you can see it right here, and then oh, sorry, that's what I'm talking about animating it by accident. All right, so that's the left one right there. Now it's somewhere in the middle right here, and then over here. Okay, part of your homework too is that you will have to create the sideways, the flat side walk cycle based on this drawing right here. Okay, so your character will first do this, and then you will create your sidewalk animation. Okay, so right here, let's take a look at what we need to do. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my walk animation right here so we can concentrate on what we bring from the reference into the timeline. Okay, so keep this in mind when we're probably gonna do another stroke here so that we are not messing with the reference and whatnot. Okay, so let's start with our first drawing. So again, you have to draw your character, right? So I'm going to come here, and I'm in the walk reference. I'm going to go to edit mode, and I'm going to select all the strokes that I have here. Okay, so I have those selected. Okay, and let's add, let me do Control C or Command C to copy that, to copy those strokes. Okay, again, the annotations, they don't come with it. Okay, so I'm going to go to object mode here, and then I'm going to add another blank grease pencil, just a blank one. All right, so there it is. So we're going to call this one our practice walk. All right, so I copied the reference in memory, Control C, while in edit mode. So if I go to practice here and I want to paste that on frame 1, I won't be able to because it's not on edit mode. So if I go to edit mode here and I go Control V or Command V, okay, there is the paste right there. So I just basically transferred it from walk forward reference to practice walk. And then on this one, I'm going to press G, okay, to move it, or you can use your move tool right here if you want to. And we're just going to center that. Don't worry about the size. You don't want to be resizing this in edit mode at this point. Okay, so that's our first frame. Okay, all right, so now we go back here to object mode. I'm going to go to walk reference here, go to edit mode, and select the second one. All right, so I'm going to copy this in memory. Remember, I'm on frame 1 here, frame 1. Okay, Command C to copy it. Okay, go back to object mode, go to the practice walk. Okay, go to frame 3 right here, and I'm going to turn on my auto keyframe now because I do want to animate this. Remember, this is on frame 3 now. I'm going to go to frame 3. Okay, I'm going to go to edit mode. Okay, Control V to paste right here. Okay, and let's just use G right now. Okay, so press G. All right, and then I'm going to try to position that. So how do we position this relative to the position of the head right there. If you notice, we do have a bouncing ball. Okay, we have that bouncing ball effect here. So these are the kind of starting positions, this one and this one right here, right? So it goes here and then it droops a little bit lower and then it goes higher. Okay, the highest one would be the passing position. Okay, and then we drop the foot, hence restarting the walk using this opposite leg. Okay, so you see the arc. Okay, you see the arc like right there. So there's the bouncing ball effect. So this is lower, so it has to be lower right here. You can see where I position that. It's lower from the onion skin's position of the previous frame. Let me center the neck at least. Okay, maybe not too low right there, just as long as it's lower. All right, so that's on frame 3. Okay, now we go back to frame 1. Okay, let's go to edit mode here. I mean object mode, sorry. Let's go to our walk reference. All right, and then we're going to select it, edit. Okay, we're going to select this one. All right, so why is this important that we have this reference drawn, kind of like thumbnailing it? Well, because you might be recycling some of your animation for your future short film, and you don't want to just draw on your main one. You got to have some pre-made thumbnails that you can pre-draw and bring in. Okay, that would maximize your time and not just worry about drawing them from scratch. Okay, that's very important that you have all this. Especially, we take advantage of digital animation, and this is part of the cheating that's involved with digital animation. It's part of the technique. Okay, so I mean, you can go traditional and then bypass all this, just draw in there. I mean, no one's stopping you, but animation does take a lot of time to do, and the more you can do shortcuts, the better. Okay, so I have the frame 5. Okay, Command C to copy it. Go to object mode. Go to our practice walk. Go to edit mode here. You have to be in edit mode to copy and paste. Okay, so Command V to paste. There it is. Press G. So on this one, it's starting to go up. So this is higher than our frame 3. Okay, so if we take a look here, I'm just going to center that. There's frame 3, the one before. Okay, and we got that kind of a little bit higher right there. All right. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to put that on one. So let me click undo. Made a mistake there. All right. So I have it on practice walk now. I have to go to frame 5 before I want to paste that. Okay. There we go. That's my mistake. Sorry. So we want this slightly higher. Right there. Okay, then we repeat the process right here. We're almost done. We just need this last one right here, actually. So let's go to object mode. Okay, let's go to walk reference. Go to edit mode. Remember, you need to be in edit mode in order to copy. So select all the frames or the strokes right there. Control C to copy. Go to object mode. Go to practice right there. Go to frame 7. Don't do my mistake. What I did before. Control V to paste. So this is the highest position. Press G. Okay, so we'll go like so right there. And zoom in. All right, highest position. So, and again, that foot went back a little bit, right? Okay, there it is. So if I turn off, I'm going to go to object mode right here and turn off our reference. Okay, there you go. All right, so now we just need to fill up the rest of the position. Okay, so let's bring our reference back so that we could see what's needed right there. So we are now operating in the practice walk stroke exclusively. Okay, so let's bring in all the duplicates, right? Remember, 1 is going to be repeated for 9, but opposite, right? Then, so let me do let's go to the reference here. Turn this off. All right, let me just kind of draw a some annotations here where everything's being copied, just to be clear. I know it's easy, but you know, so this one is that, this one is that, this one is this one is that one, and then of course the 1 starts over with 7. The entire thing will shift over to this side. Okay, all right, so hopefully those lines didn't mess you up. All right, let me just put my pen right here. So let's go again to practice. Okay, and we go to edit mode. All right, so right here we go to frame 1. Okay, frame 1 right here. I'm just going to select the key right here in the timeline, Shift D, and bring it over to 9. Okay, of course we still need to flip it, but let's do the copying first. Okay, I can do 3, 11, so on and so forth. However, if I click undo here, okay, we can select the entire thing, okay, Shift D, and drag it until the first one lands on 9 and then the last one on 15. So if we play this, it'll look weird because, all right, it just keeps doing the same thing because we haven't flipped any. But that satisfied all our major keyframe positions. All we have to do now is go to edit mode and then start flipping this. Okay, so let's do it one at a time. Okay, so if I select 9 right now, okay, if we select 9, and then I'm going to press A right here just so that we see the outline. Well, not really. Let's just not do that. Let's go 9 right here. Okay, and then if we go to grease pencil, we can do mirror X. By doing that, oh, yeah, we do have to select it. Sorry, I forgot. Grease pencil, mirror, global X. So you can see it flipped the drawing. Okay, so let's go to 11. Okay, if I do Shift R, it Blender grease pencil remembers my last command. Okay, and it just flips that drawing. If I go to 11 here, okay. Actually, let me make sure on that one. Okay, and then on 11. Let's see here. Did I mess up? What is 11? Okay, we haven't flipped it because you have to select it. Sorry. So on 11, I'm going to select it here. Here, I'm going to press A. That selects everything. Okay. We go to grease pencil and then mirror. Okay. So 11 now should look like that. Okay. We go to 13. Move your playhead to 13. Select the keyframe 13. Press A. Okay. And we can do mirror X. Okay. And then here on 15. Okay. We select everything. So it should look like this guy right here. Okay. So let's just make sure. Press A. Grease pencil X. Okay. So now let's play it. Oh, we messed up somewhere. Okay, transfer. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Okay, 9 should not have, did not flip. Okay, so 9, go to frame 9, select frame 9. Okay, because, all right. All right, there it is. Okay, it just looks weird because our playhead starts at 1, ends at 15. Since we're animating in 2s, it's missing this one frame. that it can do the loop, because it needs to loop on 17, right? So we just increase that to 16. All right, much smoother. All right, there's a lot of jostling on the position. I think I messed up. I did not center it properly. Okay, on 9 right here. Yeah, I guess it's okay. All right, so since we flipped this right here, there's a lot of movement that it's shifted right there. All right, so here we kind of tried to kind of center it. So here it's probably shifting a little bit, so I'm going to use my move tool. Move that a little bit to the right. Just kind of putting the head exact same position right there. And on this one, just going to shift that a little bit here. And 15. All right, especially for the foot. All right, that's better. Okay, so no drawing at all. So all we did is grease pencil and then mirror. Okay, X, because that's the axis that's left and right. And we're able to do our, let me make sure. Our animation and cycling it.